Hey guys, so I just want to tell you that you cannot achieve your dream life, period, because you do not know the details of it. It is very, very important to know the details of your dream life. So the reason why you'd want to know the details of your dream life is because, to be honest, how can you live a life that you don't even know the details of? How are you a millionaire when you don't even know the lifestyle of what you're gonna live when you're a millionaire? Because think about it, like right now, you could just get $1 million sent to your account right now. Is that gonna change anything? No. The reason why it's not is because $1 million alone, if you think about it, is not going to do anything for you. The reason why you were probably craving the $1 million in the first place is for some sort of lifestyle change, for it to solve some sort of problem in your life that you've been craving to be solved for a while and hasn't been. So yeah, the $1 million alone is not the thing to meditate on. Meditating on the lifestyle and the details of what will be different in your life is more important to focus on. That's why when people get a bunch of money, it's gone like that. Or they get a bunch of money and they're still not happy. And then those are the people that say money doesn't buy happiness, doesn't buy happiness. It was because nothing can make you feel whole until you are already whole. You can't have what you don't have, right? So it's important to know the details of your dream life and what that entails for you. So I have a little list of all the things I wrote down. First and foremost, vague dreams can lead to procrastination because vague dreams seem so far away. So if you know that you're like, oh, I want to be a marine biologist, but you don't even know anything about that, you don't know this, like, you don't know what marine biologists typically do in their day-to-day life, or like, let's say you're an artist like me and you make music, but you don't even know what that lifestyle looks like of an artist who does make music. There's no way that you're gonna be able to be that person. And it can start to feel so far away. Like if you're like, oh, I really want to be a music producer, that's it. You don't know anything else of anything. You don't know that there's like a software involved, that you download a DAW that you use to make the music. You don't know like any of that stuff. You don't know the details of anything at all. I don't really know how your life could go in that direction. And I feel like it'll just lead to procrastination, to be honest. And I feel like the reason why it leads to procrastination is because it feels very overwhelming. When you don't know the lifestyle or anything that it entails, it seems very overwhelming. Without a mindset shift that aligns with that lifestyle, it's just going to feel way too far away. Another reason why it's important to know your dream life is because the details of your dream life, is because specific dreams lead to focus and momentum. Let me explain. So whenever you actually know what it is that you're getting yourself into, you tend to focus on it a little bit more, tend to meditate on it, meditate on those thoughts, meditate on like everything about that. So for instance, if you are a millionaire and you're embodying that right now, there are certain things that the world, God is going to bring you to that maybe you never really thought about before. For instance, like you're going to maybe start looking into stocks, and maybe you'll get some business ideas. Maybe you'll start having more energy towards your business because of the focus. And slowly but surely, let me not say slowly, surely you will start to see like a ball rolling down a hill. Like it'll just start to go. Your life will just start to be smooth sailing because focus brings momentum. Another reason why it's important to know your dream life is because if you don't know your dream life, you're gonna have no boundaries regarding that dream life. For instance, if you're a singer, your singers tend to do or not do certain things. Some singers smoke, some singers don't. Some singers drink, some singers don't. But what I'm saying is that you're gonna actually be able to pick boundaries that align with your dream life because you know the details of it. You'll be able to pick what doesn't fit that dream life. You'll be able to move away towards the things that don't fit that. You'll begin to have digital boundaries. For instance, maybe right now you don't follow anything related to singing and music, but because you defined your dream life and what you want to live, now all of a sudden you're more interested in following like specific vocal coaches or following specific venues and seeing what they got going on. Maybe like different people will start just popping up on your feed that are like managers or scouts or whatever the frick, you know? You get what I'm saying. Another reason why it's important to know your dream life is because it enables strategic planning. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you want to go shopping and you know the exact style that you want to have in your closet, right? Whenever you know this style, like what you see yourself in, then you'll be able to start strategically planning. What I've noticed with strategic planning is that it starts at the end result, the desire that you want, and then it works backwards, step by step, figuring out and calculating what steps got you there in the first place or will get you there in the first place. So the goal is to have this in my closet. The next step would be, where do I find these clothes, right? So then you'll start to figure out different brands that sell these clothes, or if you sew, maybe you'll just make it, who knows, or like where you can get the fabric or whatever. And then after that, the finances to get the things. And then after that, just making the purchase. Basically, that's the strategic plan of getting your dream world wardrobe. You'll be able to strategically plan whenever you know what it is that you want to do. And ignore my nails because they look ugly. Okay. So another reason why it's important to know your dream life is because it sends clear signals to other people. For instance, again, with the music example, let's say you are an artist and you're like, I want to be an artist. I want to make music. That's all you say, right? There's no details. There's no specific anything. You're just like, I want to make music. Okay. How is someone going to help you with that? People can try, I'm not saying they won't, but how is someone going to help you with that? For instance, if you were more specific, you're like, I want to be a bass player for Afrobeat music, right? Then out of nowhere, you're just gonna start meeting different Afrobeat singers, different Afrobeat rappers, different Afrobeat producers that you can work with. But like, if you're just like, oh, I wanna make music, how is someone gonna know? Even if there is someone who does music right next to you, how would they know? Because like, how would they know? Like, for instance, like what if someone next to you is a singer, but you didn't define that you want to be a bass player for Afrobeat, but this singer right here is an Afrobeat singer? How are they going to know to work with you? Because for all they know, they could think that you just do music. Like maybe you could do folk music, like you could do reggaeton, like you could do something completely, you could do freaking jazz, like you could probably be doing something so different. So like maybe they don't elaborate more or talk about exchanging ideas or contacts or whatever. So it sends a clear signal to the world, to the universe, on what you want to do, and people are better able to help to support you and be there for you. So the last reason why it is important, maybe not the last reason, but the last reason I'm going to mention that it is important to know your dream life is because you'll be able to have an emotional connection to it. So your emotional connection to your dream is what fuels you. It's what motivates you. It's what guides you. If you have no emotional connection to it, how is it going to guide you? So for instance, you could know, I want to be a millionaire. Maybe your life isn't the best. You know that money would probably make it better, right? But if you don't know that whenever you are a millionaire, that you are going to use some of that money to take your family on yearly seasonal vacations or whatever the frick, there's gonna be no emotional connection. That's just one example. But like, money isn't everything. Like, being a famous pop star isn't everything. Having the boyfriend of your dreams isn't everything. It's deeper than that. It's not just about having a boyfriend, having the money, having the this. Because honestly, you get all that right now and nothing would change. So it's about the details of that lifestyle that will make you have an emotional connection to it, which will fuel you to keep looking, meditating, and focusing on that. I'm gonna list some reasons why most people don't know their dream life. One reason why a lot of people don't know their dream life is because they're too focused on other people's life. They're too focused on other people's expectations. They're too focused on what other people want from them. They don't sit back and figure out, what do I actually want for myself, right? So another reason why some people don't know their dream life is because they're way too focused on what they don't like. And I've been guilty of this. Sometimes the enemy will just have you so, by choice too. I know that might be crazy to hear that, but by choice, you will allow the enemy to just bring you down and will point out what you don't like. And I feel like we also live in a society, in a culture where it's just so typical to talk about what you don't like instead of what you do like. Like, girly, like, let's talk about what actually makes us happy. Like, the friends that we do love. Like, let's not talk about the old friend that we cut off years ago. Like, let's move on. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a big reason why a lot of people don't know their dream life, is because the whole 24/7 is spent on talking about what they don't like. Well, if you have something you don't like, well, then that means that you have something that you do like. So that's an easy thing that you can just start observing within yourself right now to make some changes. Another reason why people don't know their dream life is because of fear of judgment or failure. So maybe they have a goal, like they know, like I said, a lot of you guys know what your dream life is, but it's very, very, very vague. So like, you know that you want to be fit, right? But because of fear of judgment, of like someone being like, so you think you all that, or like whatever the frick, you don't really dive deeper into that desire to feel good in your body. Because maybe everyone around you is unhealthy. Maybe you grew up in an unhealthy family, you have unhealthy friends and stuff, so you don't want to like be that person to change your life around, and then they're like, oh, like, who do you think you are, right? So yeah, fear of judgment, fear of failure is a big reason why people don't live their dream life, don't know what it is. Another reason why people might not know what it is because of overexposure, like to social media, or underexposure. And they might just not know. They might not even know that the possibilities out there to live this specific life. Or maybe they just see too many things. You go on social media, you see this person doing this person doing that, and you're like, oh my gosh, all of it looks beautiful. Well, honey, I bet it does. All of it does look beautiful, but is all of it for you? It might not be for you. It could just be for that person. Like, it might not be the life that you were called to live. You know what I mean? So limiting beliefs is another thing that could keep you from not knowing your dream life. And another thing is living in autopilot. Sometimes you're just like so used to the mundane of life, the everyday routine. Maybe you got kids, things like that. Like, you're not really just, let me put a stop to this routine real quick and evaluate something different. Another reason why you might not know your dream life is because you don't even know what you value. You don't know what's important to you. Another reason why you might not know your dream life is because you're used to ignoring your emotional needs. Your emotional needs tell you to go outside right now and do a cartwheel in the grass, because that's what you used to do as a kid, and that feels so good and you want to do it, but you don't do it, right? You're used to ignoring your emotional needs and what your body is telling you that it needs. And then last but not least, lack of self-discovery. You might just don't You just might not know yourself. Like, honestly, that's pretty common. So enough with that. Let's get into the nitsy gritty of, ignore all this stuff over here. Let's get into the nitty gritty of what to do and how to start discovering truly what your dream life is. Real quick, before I even touch on that, here are some signs that you could be one of these people. You compare yourselves to others. You might even go as far as doing what they do and you find out you don't even like it. You feel stuck and uninspired in your daily life. Your routine feels draining. You postpone your joy. You compare yourself. You live it for external validation. You care about what mommy, daddy, everybody else thinks about you but you. You have no clear direction. You lack meaningful connections. And you're constantly procrastinating. You're constantly stressed out. If you're constantly stressed out, you're constantly procrastinating, this is for you. So get out your journals. Don't play around. This is very, very serious stuff, and we're gonna change it. And I apologize for the lighting. I don't know if the lighting is weird. I don't want to be in the sun like that though. Okay. First question on your journal, right? Whip it out, whip it out, whip it out. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Not even. Get your journals ready. You can pause the video. First question to ask yourself is, who do you admire and why? Don't care about what the world thinks. Don't care about what everyone else has to say. Who is that person on social media that you keep going back and looking at their stuff, right? I don't know if I just spit. So if you just saw some spit fly at the camera, my bad. Who do you admire and why? Because there's a reason why you admire them. There's a reason why you keep going back to Kai Cenat's streams. There's a reason why you keep keeping up with the Kardashians. There's a reason why you like to push the star with Tyla. There's a reason why. Why do you admire them? You can even go on ChatGPT and ask the type of who you like and what they value and see if any of those align. Because I'm telling you, who you like is a key giveaway as to what is your dream life. And I'm not saying doing the same things that they're doing, but it is a giveaway because there is a reason why you're watching them. If they have no values that align with you or what you aspire to be, you would not be watching them. The reason why you admire them is because you value something about them. It could either reveal some hidden dreams that you have. It could reveal maybe like how you would like to see the world. It could reveal maybe like your deepest, darkest fears. I'm not telling you what it reveals, but it's a way to figure out what you want and what it reveals in you. Okay, next question. What would your perfect day look like and who would be there? Whoo, this one sent me through the moon. Also, if you see armpit hair, get over it. It's 2025. Dude. Whenever I first did this was so crazy because I thought like it would be like fly here, fly there, do this, do that. No, girl, like it was have a nice smoothie in the morning with my family. I'm not even gonna go into my perfect dream life, but the thing is it's gonna reveal a lot as to what you want in your life. So what does your perfect day look like? And if you don't want to just do a day, do a weekend. What does your perfect day / weekend look like and why? This will help you figure out what it is that you actually want in your life. And if you do know, if you don't, it's okay. Seriously, it's okay. But if you do know, what makes you happy and fulfilled? Just ask yourself that. If you don't know, you can skip. It's okay. I've been there, not knowing what even makes you happy. It's okay. It's okay. Last but not least, are there any childhood interests that you've abandoned that you're still curious about? Dive into it. Figure out why. you might really want to do it again. So look into that. So last thing I want to say before I go and hop on off of here is that you don't need to have every single detail of your dream life figured out, but these questions will be able to help you dive deep into them a little bit more, get a little bit more detailed and specific, and it will definitely help you uncover it a bit more. So thank you guys for watching. I will be talking a little bit more, but I only have like 1 minute on this camera, so if it like randomly abruptly dies, my bad. But yes, you don't need to know the whole okay, yeah, it died, I think. So yeah, you don't need to know all the details, but just do the journal and you'll figure some stuff out. Ask ChatGPT, utilize ChatGPT. I'm not saying it's God, but it definitely helps, okay? All right, bye guys.